everybody, Stephanie from Instant Pot Basics and Beyond here. How are you doing today? Today we are going to do hard-boiled eggs. Now, I know we did hard-boiled eggs in our first ever intro video, but I thought maybe they needed a video of their own for a quick reference and in case you haven't ever watched the original Instant Pot Basics and Beyond video. Super quick and easy, and you may ask, why in the world would I go to the trouble of getting out my Instant Pot to do hard-boiled eggs when I can just cook them on the stove? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is, you don't have to be as attentive. So I feel like whenever I hard-boiled eggs, because you have to bring it to the boil, and then you have to take it off the heat, and I'm like, oh, well, did I catch it in time when it started boiling? Because I get easily distracted, because I have a million other things going on in my life, and then you end up with green yolks, or they're not quite done, and it just always seems like a pain. And then we had got chickens last year, and so I don't know if you've ever had experience trying to peel a fresh egg that's been hard boiled, but the fresher the egg, the harder it is to peel, and it's the most obnoxious thing on the planet. So regardless, fresh, old, whatever, from the grocery store, peeling eggs that have been done hard boiled in the Instant Pot, they slide out of the shell. It's amazing. It's seriously the best thing in the world. And if for no other reason than that, you should do them in the Instant Pot because it's awesome. There's also this thing I ran across when I was trying to find a good method for doing, I'm not going to call it a recipe because you're not really making anything per se. It's this thing called an hard-boiled egg loaf, and basically you take a loaf pan or a round pan that's going to fit inside your Instant Pot, and if you don't want to peel eggs at all and you just need to chop up a bunch for egg salad, or you're putting them in, say, potato salad, or you just don't care that you have an individual egg, you can crack a bunch of eggs, maybe 6 in a little loaf pan. Sorry, I don't have a little loaf pan, I just have giant loaf pans. Put the whole pan in here and just let it cook that way. I'll reference a recipe in the comments so you can get more exact cooking times and things like that, and if you want to see the process. Basically, then you end up with this hard-cooked egg loaf, and then genius to cut them, you just run it over a square, that's a square, grid. So I'm trying to make a grid here, a square grid cooling rack, and you're just and then you have chopped hard-boiled eggs. You do a whole dozen. Okay, not a whole dozen in a loaf pan, but still. Anyhow, so the options are many. Not endless, but many. But I'm not doing that today. We're just going to do straight up hard-boiled eggs. So you need your trivet, or some sort of metal trivet that goes in your Instant Pot. And you can do as many as will fit. You can do a couple, you can do a dozen, it doesn't matter. So remember, we need a cup of liquid. So we got a cup of water, plain old water, no big deal. I'm probably only going to do 4 because I'm the only one that eats hard-boiled eggs at my house, and I don't have plans on doing anything else with them right now. So, we have our trivet, we have a cup of water, 4 eggs. Lid on. So lid goes on, we're going to put our valve to sealing, and then we are going to cook them on manual for 2 minutes. Okay, so remember, it'll say the time once it knows that's what you want to do in life. It'll say on. There it goes, on. It'll beep and say on. Once it comes to pressure again, so your venting valve, sealing valve, will lock in place. The silver button next to it will pop up that locks the lid, so you can't open it. And then it will count down to 0. So the other, like I said, with hard-boiled eggs, it's annoying because you have to babysit them, and I don't like babysitting food if I don't have to, right? There are many methods out there. There's the 2-2-2, the 1-2-3, the 5-4-1. I don't even know. I'm just making up numbers now. But the nice thing about this one I found is you cook them for 2 minutes, and then you can let them naturally release for 7 to 12 minutes, which is super nice because then you're not having to get to it right as it goes off. Because isn't that the point, to not have to get to it right away? I don't know. I mean, if you want to do one of those other ways, feel free. But I like this method. If you do want them maybe slightly faster, as if this isn't fast enough for you, I forgot to check the time. 104. Okay. Sorry. You have to pay attention to how long it takes to get hot so I can tell you how long this is actually going to take when it's all done. You can cook them for 3 minutes and then do a quick release instead of doing the natural release. But again, if you want to be like, if you're going to be right there when it's done, then go for it. If you want a little leeway, cook 2 minutes, natural release 7 to 12 minutes. If you needed to release naturally longer than that, like say you know you're not going to be able to quite get to it within 12 minutes, then only cook them for 1 minute, because again, even as it's cooling down, it's super hot in there and there's still some cooking that happens. So once, have I said so enough times today? Once it's done, we're going to pop it open. We're going to get tongs because they're going to be hot, and we're going to dunk them in an ice bath. And then I will show you how easy it is to peel. So, there we go. Are we cooking yet? No. It's going to take just a minute. We could have, you know, put saute and had it warmed up while I was talking to you, but it's only a cup of water. It's not going to take that long to get hot. And yeah, so I look forward to showing you how easy they peel. Hey everybody, we're back. So it took about 5 minutes to come up to pressure, 2 minutes to cook. Again, we're doing hard-boiled eggs. And then got sidetracked, so it went about 12, maybe 13 minutes before I came, took the lid off. All's well in the end. So now we're going to take our tongs, put our eggs in the ice bath. There we go. And full disclosure here, we started with 4 eggs, and there's only 3 now because I did this once already and it didn't record. So just if you're like, where's the other egg? Well, that's where it went. Maybe you didn't care to know, but I would be the person to be like, why are there only 3 eggs? There used to be 4 eggs. I'm so confused. Anyhow, no need to be confused. We're just like doing it. Okay, so here we go. Remember I told you it's all about how it peels. That's the beautiful job. And again, if you do the math, so 5 minutes to come to pressure, 2 minutes to cook. I mean, you do minimum 7 minutes, you got hard-boiled eggs in 15 minutes. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? You can store them in the fridge in their shell, just, you know, stick them back in as is. Watch this. Bam! It's magic, you guys. Look at that. You have a perfectly beautiful peeled hard-boiled egg. I just bought these eggs at the store yesterday. They're not magical eggs. It's the magic of the Instant Pot. Okay? This is especially awesome if you're making like deviled eggs and you need the whole shell beautifully intact. There's nothing worse than like picking at the egg because your shell won't come off. And like I say, it works just as well with fresh eggs. Alright, let's cut it open and see. Because remember I told you it went a little bit longer because I got distracted. It's beautiful. Alright, beautifully cooked center. No green ring. Guys, I don't know why you don't do this. It's amazing, okay? Again, I will link the recipe, if you want to call it, the method in the comments. It also talks about how to do an egg loaf if you want to crack them ahead of time, don't want to deal with peeling them, you don't care. But yeah, it's super awesome. In 15 minutes, you can have hard-boiled eggs. What's better than that? And you don't have to pay attention to it. My favorite part. Again, we're on Facebook, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things, so that you and all your friends can have perfectly hard-boiled eggs in less than 20 minutes.